Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we're going to continue in our new method book on the flute with line 17, Down by the Station. So let's take a look and see what we have in our music. At the beginning, as always, for flute, we have our treble clef, and then we have our key signature. We have two flats in our key signature today. We have a B flat on the third line. That will always be the first flat if you have any flats in a key signature. And that tells us that all of our Bs will be played as B flat. Then we have a second flat in the key signature. It's located on the fourth space, and it is an E flat. And that just tells us that any E that we might encounter will be played as an E flat. Even though we don't have any E flats in this tune, this tells us with our two flats in the key signature that we are in the key of B flat. Next, we have our time signature of 4/4 time. We have 4 beats in every measure, and the whole note gets 4 beats. So we always break down our note values from that. So if we have a whole note with 4 beats, half of a whole note is a half note, half of 4 is 2. So our half notes get 2 full beats. And then half of a half note is a quarter note, half of 2 is 1, so our quarter notes get 1 beat each. So let's take a look at what we have to play. So at the very beginning, we have a B flat half note. That's on line 3. And we hold it for 2 beats. We play one more B flat for 1 beat. Then we move up to a C. Then in the next measure, we have 2 half note Ds. So we switch out all of our fingers and play 2 Ds on the fourth line. And then in the third measure, we go down to a C, B flat, C, D, and then we end that line with 2 half note B flats. Now, hopefully you have noticed that the first line and the second line are very similar. So measure 1 is just like measure 5. Measure 2 is just like measure 6. Measure 3 is exactly like measure 7. Our only difference is measure 4 is 2 half note B flats, whereas measure 8 is a whole note B flat. So we just hold it for the entire measure. So let's start at the very beginning. We'll take a nice big breath. We'll start each note with a t sound, and we'll keep our air moving, and we'll simply breathe as we need to. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. So that's how you play line 17. Again, take a nice big breath at the beginning and breathe as you need to without taking the instrument down or away from your mouth. And start each note with a t sound and let the air carry the sound, especially on your longer notes. No gaps in between our notes because we don't have any rests. And if you are having any trouble with moving around on the notes, such as in measure 3, then try working 1 or 2 notes at a time, just going back and forth on those. And then when you're comfortable with that, add the next note. And hopefully just doing it in small chunks will be very helpful for you. If you're not having trouble, that is fantastic. Keep up the good work. I hope this has helped, and we'll see you next time.